Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a stock which was on the verge of closure in 2009. However, if you had kept your faith, you would have got 100x returns by 2020. Yes, your 1 lakh rupee would have got converted to 1 CR, and this stock still occupies just 6% of the global market space. So let's get right into it. And yes, if you want to know my particular stand on this particular stock and what valuation I'm expecting in the next 10 years, then do watch it till the end. Hi, I am Prashant Agrawal, and this video is part of a playlist called Stock Ideas. And if you haven't watched our previous videos, do watch those videos. They have given great returns and they can get you that alpha in your portfolio. Yes, so the stock I'm going to talk today is Balkrishna Industry, and as you can see from the picture, they make tires which are very different from your normal tires, and these tires can be of higher height than people like you and me. So before I go ahead, just a small disclaimer, this presentation is only for information purpose. We are not a registered SEBI as financial advisor. Please do your research if you are thinking of putting your money after looking at this particular slides. Let's quickly go how the Balkrishna Industries started. So in 1998, Pramod Podar set up this factory where they started manufacturing wheels for two-wheelers. However, it was a difficult industry because they were competing with MRF, C8 and other players. So in 1995, they decided to enter an off-highway tires company. But in 2000, catastrophe struck them that Pramod Podar died in an air crash. And they decided to make Yogesh Mansaria the CEO of this company. However, in 2016, there was a lot of internal rivalry, and Yogesh Mansaria was asked to get out of this company. And now the Podar Group is running this particular organization's back again. This Podar Group is the same group which has got a lot of stakes in the CRM groups as well. So one of the biggest worry I had was like there have been so many management changes and the strategy for which this company. So I was wanted to look how this particular management has performed. And if you can see, this management has done a great job. And as we talked in the starting, from 2009, they were able to give 100x returns on this particular stocks. So this is a great thing which they have done. So the total size of a tire industry is $150 billion, and in which the OTR tires like off-road tires, agriculture and industrial tires just occupy 13 to 15 billion. And as I told you in the start, Balkrishna just occupies 6% market share. So it's not a great company, not a very big company, but because it's a very difficult sector to enter, they're still the world's 6th largest producer of these kinds of tires in the whole world. So the three main uses of Balkrishna tires are agriculture, industrial and OTR. Now, agriculture can only be improved by more mechanization. So you will see over the years, a lot of companies will be focusing on providing better facilities in the agriculture space. Similar is with the manufacture. Now, a very interesting thing about these tires are, it's a very difficult business I have been saying because they require a huge amount of SKU units. SKU is the types of tires you need to keep for yourself, for your customers. And this is very difficult in this particular segment. Simultaneously, because it's a lot of labor intensive, not many players want to enter this industry. That's why there is no Chinese player as well in this particular industry. Now there are few advantages which Balkrishna Industries has over the others. First is integration, backward integration. So they have recently set up a black carbon factory which is a 30 to 40% cost of setting up these tires. They maintain a SKU units of 2,700 SKUs, which is quite a high. And thirdly, they produce in India, sell it all over the world. And the cost of labor in India is the cheapest. So the cost becomes cheap while we sell at a very high price. So that's three advantages are very important for the Balkrishna Industries. However, in financial year 2019 to 20, they have not been able to perform well because this China-US war, which has reduced their share of the manufacturing tires. Simultaneously, there was a huge heat wave in the Europe, due to which the agriculture tire demand has also fallen. So I just wanted to bring to you what has been the cause over here. So before I talk about the valuation and what's my particular stand on this particular stock, it would be great if you can like and subscribe this channel if you feel we are putting effort in making these videos, and do press the bell button. So the fourth very interesting thing about this particular stock is, well, everyone in stock market was saying that they are going to face losses. This particular company says we are going to maintain a particular guidance and we are going to achieve our FY21 targets. Secondly, in Europe, the expectations of agriculture this time is way higher than for the last 3 years. So which will really improve their margins in the agriculture tires. Thirdly, FII and DII, foreign institutional investors and domestic institutional investors, all have increased their stake in this particular bit. And lastly, this company doesn't have any long-term borrowing, which gives me a lot of respite that this company is not gonna face the COVID stress and will definitely come out very nicely out from this COVID. Let's look at some of the graphs. So you will see that sales has been increasing quarter by quarter, and due to which the gross profit margin of this company is increasing. However, the raw material cost has been decreasing from 49.31 to 42.05, and I believe this is going to be drastically reduced because of the carbon black factory which they have recently put it. तो मतलब आपकी सेल ज्यादा हो रही है, रॉ मटेरियल की कॉस्ट कम हो रही है, तो मतलब मुनाफा ज्यादा क्या ज्यादा. और जैसे मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में कहा था, all the FIIs and DIIs have increased their stake in this particular company, and there is no pledge of shares of the promoters. Now this is a particular slide which I got from a curious investor blog, and he talks about that this company over the last 10 years has been performing really well on all the parameters. It might be operating revenue, EBITDA, PAT, CAGR, EPS, CFO. Please write in comment if you don't understand any of this particular bit, and I will explain in details. And then what he says is, what is the valuation we can expect in the next 10 years? So it says, let's talk about PE multiple and earning per share, and a good estimate we can expect is 10 to 14% earning per share for this particular stock, and somewhere around 16 to 24 PE for this particular stock. And it says the value can be 2060 to 4417, and currently the stock is trading at somewhere around 1400. So we still have quite a good decent return which we can expect from this particular stock. There are few things to be worried about. First is, what will happen if the whole thesis about the demand revival in Europe doesn't happen? So that can really dent up their profits. Second is, it's very much dependent on the raw material like fuel, carbon black. So if the cost of carbon black or these raw materials goes way high, then it can dent their progress. Or the Goodyear or Bridgestone come in a very big way in this segment, though I see a very less probability of any of these big worrisome causes coming across. So what is my stand on this particular stock? So I have been invested in this stock from the last 2 years, and I'm quite bullish for the next quite some time. I don't see any of these negative playing out quite badly. So for me, गिरने का चांस है पर कम है, और उठने का चांस बहुत ज़्यादा है. सो अगर ये स्टॉक नीचे भी जाता है तो अभी 1400 की वैल्यू से 1200 1100 तक आ सकता है, अगर जो मैंने नेगेटिव पॉइंट्स कहे वो हो जाए. पर अगर ये उठा तो आपको बहुत शॉर्ट टर्म में भी अच्छे रिटर्न्स दे सकता है, but I would love to stick for this stock for the next 7-8 years. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about, Balkrishna. Do write in the comments like to let me know whether you like this video or no, and also let me know which is the next stock which you want me to cover in the stock ideas. Thank you. Have a great day.